Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Adnan and we are going to start a new course, uh, the Python programming for beginners. Actually, this course is designed to help the beginners in order to understand well from the notes which I have prepared chapter wise. So let's start with the basics of the programming in Python. Okay, so first of all we need IDE. IDE means that there must be an editor to write a code in Python. So for that I have already installed the VFS code. VFS code. So for understanding, you guys need to go to Google, right, and install the install, and then you will see different. You will see the official website of Visual Studio Code. It helps us to code our Python programming very well because it gives us suggestions if you write something. So it in the later part of this learning tutorial, so you will see that how this editor will help us to write the good programming stuff in Python. Okay, actually I have already installed the Visual Studio Code, and the second thing, you guys need to install the Python programming. So just Google it and Python download, and then you will see the official website of Python here, and you guys need to install it from the official website. It is just a normal installation process that you will go through. uh, but be careful that you have to install 64-bit or 32-bit, depends on your system. If your system is 64-bit, then you have to install the 64-bit Python. Otherwise you need to install 32-bit. Okay, I already have installed the Python as well. So let's jump to the first chapter and just read some notes which I have prepared. So I go to here to chapter, and this is the chapter 1. Okay, the first chapter is about the basics of Python, introductions. I will go through uh, the Python introductions, comments, and what are comments here, and how we can write comments in Python, and then the pip command, uh, how we can use the pip command. Okay, the first uh, thing, we have to write the first line of code here in Python, which is every programmer write during the first program, which is print hello world. Okay, so let's go to the Python, and I'm inside the chapter, the folder where my notes are already there. So if you open the Visual Studio Code, so there you will see the icons about the new file. So if you are going to write a new file, or to write a new program in Python, you have to click this icon, and then you will prompt to type the name of the program. But be sure that the name of the program must be meaningful. So here we are writing the first program, so I should write it hello.py, and the extension for the Python program is the hello.py, and then enter. Okay, now we are here to write the first program. So just if you want to display something on the screen, then just write print and brackets, and inside the double quotes we write hello world. Okay, if there is a string, because the hello world is the string, so here in the string part you have to enclose this within double quotes and within the brackets, and then you can run this program with the icon here, which is a run Python file in terminal. Okay, here is the output of our program. Congratulations, we have written our first line of code in programming. So this is the first program we wrote, and now open our notes. Okay, before jump to the modules, that what are modules, we need to discuss the programming. What is programming? Actually, if in the normal life we people communicate with each other in our own languages, in English, uh, in Urdu, so and then we can easily understand each other. So in order to communicate with a computer, you have to give them instructions that do that and do this, then they will perform their operations depending on your program which you have written in any language. So Python programming is a language. So it's actually a language that we have to instruct the computers. They do just like we printed out the first line of code here with the hello world with the hello world with the help of command of print. So basically these are the rules that we are performing in any language, that you have to do this operation. Later in the upcoming lectures we will go through the deep in other stuff, for example the loops and other things that which give us some easiness in performing the tasks. Okay, uh, what are modules here? A module is a file containing code written by somebody else. Actually, as we know that Python is very easy to use. There are many languages, for example C++ and ASP, C Sharp, and ASP.NET. So every programming language has different syntax. So whenever we talk about the modules in Python language, actually these are the files which contains some code written by somebody, which gives us some relaxation. So we don't need to write the whole bunch of code in in that program. So we have to run that module, and then that modules performs smooth operation for us. So it's a very easy way to use modules. um, the pip command is it is actually the package manager for which we can use pip to install modules. Okay, module is a file which is written by someone else, and we can use it anytime. Actually these are collection of files written by somebody, and then we can use it in our programs. And the pip is the package manager used to install the modules. Okay, and there are two types of modules. There are pre-installed built-in modules which are pre-installed in Python. When you install the Python language, then there are pre-installed modules which are already installed in your system. Okay, and there are some external modules which need to be installed using pip command. Okay, for example examples of built-in modules are OS is a module which is written by somebody, and we can use OS to read the contents of any directory or ABC, etc. Some example of external modules are TensorFlow. TensorFlow is external module which we have to install it using pip command, and then TensorFlow is used in machine learning, and Flask is used to design the websites or to develop websites. So we have to install external modules by using pip. Okay, now as we have written our first program that print hello world, and it displayed us a simple message hello world. Now we can use Python as a calculator. How we can use it? And calculator is actually a REPL. REPL means the read, evaluate, print loop. Now I show you that what is what is REPL and how we can use it. So if I go to CMD and then I type Python, then I am prompted to the Python uh, terminal, and here you can see the sign that I am inside the Python now. Now if I use 9 plus 4, so it gives us 13. So REPL means that um, REPL means that it first read, so it has read the 9 plus 4, then it evaluated and give us the results of 13, and then it entered into the loop and displayed here, for example here, that you have to write other things in order to evaluate. Okay, for example, okay, and give us results. So basically REPL means that you have to this program have to evaluate, read, evaluate, and then print, and then loop it. So the 4 operation it is performing. For example, I write 3 plus 2, so it has read that it is 3 plus 2. It means that 3 will be added with 2. So it read this command, and then when you enter, then evaluated and gave us results of 5, and then printed on the screen which is 5, and then again enter into the loop that you and prompting the users to enter any other any other operation he wants to perform. So we can use Python as a REPL or as a calculator. Whenever you type for step, for example I am doing multiplying this number with this, and you enter, so it gives us prompt answer and print it on the screen that it is using. And okay, now this is the functionality of Python language, that we can use it as a calculator with the functionality of a REPL, which is read, evaluate, print, loop. Going down to the comments are used to write something which the programmer don't need or don't want to execute. For example, there are 2 types of comments. One is single line comment, and we use hash sign in single line comment, and there are multi-line comments, and we use triple single quotes inside comment with a multi-line. Now I show you practically that how we can use this type of codes. For example, I have written this code and I want to name this file. I want to give the name of author in this file, so I should write author Muhammad Adnan, and then if I want to use the multi-line comment, then I should write here this way. This is beginning program of Python, which displays a single line of code with the message hello world. Anything you can write inside, which will, and it will not be executed, don't worry, in the program. Look, if I run this program, then these 2 lines, number 1 and 2 and 3, these will not executed with this program, because these are the comments. Okay, the same results I am getting, which is hello world, and I have used single line comment and double line comment. that's all for chapter 1, and we have used the commands of just print, and we have used two types of comments here. One is single line and the other one is double line. Actually you can extend this with more lines. This is line number 3, and this is the multi-line command, and this is the single line command. And another thing, we can also use comment here. At the end of each codes, you can also the right side, you can also write your single line comment, and the same results we are getting, which is hello world. That's all for chapter 1, and in the next chapter I'm going to discuss the practical work which is based on the chapter 1, and I will be uploading notes with this video. So if you like the video, so kindly subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.